Woman puts a nail in her mouth, even if it pierces her tongue. She laughs even though it hurts to the point of tears. She swallows it with pain, but the pleasure she feels afterwards is so great that she stretches her toes. The woman has a serious omnivorous fetish. Not only does she dare to eat batteries, she rips out pages of books and chews them. Whenever she expels something she's eaten, she washes it and puts it in a box. From small glass beads to large ornaments, who knows how she managed to swallow it. Before Hunter married her husband, she was just an ordinary saleswoman. She always thought she was married to love. Otherwise, she couldn't imagine. What did her handsome, wealthy husband see in her? After she got married, she quit her job. She became a full-time wife at home, cleaning leaves from the pool during the day, preparing a fine dinner at night, and before her husband came to the door, she put on a sexy, elegant dress to greet him. She felt that if she does a good enough job, she would win a place in her husband's heart. At dinner, Hunter said she wanted to plant some flowers, thinking about the joy of growing flowers, but her husband was too busy on his phone. He didn't listen to a single word. Hunter was frustrated. She felt like she had been talking to a cow for half a day, and she got a nasty look from her husband for burning her silk tie, despite the smiles on the outside, but it was obvious to everyone. Her husband was angry. Soon after, she became pregnant. Hunter was at the top of her life. Her husband changed his attitude. He kissed and hugged her. Her in-laws invited her to a fancy restaurant. The family laughed and talked. Her husband asked her to tell him about her childhood, but as soon as she opened her mouth, her in-laws interrupted her. They doesn't care about her feelings. Hunter, who had no presence in the family, she had no choice but to keep her mouth shut. Hunter stares at the ice cube in front of her. A thought popped into her head. Eat it. She grabs one and puts it in her mouth. The sound of chewing was as loud as a noise. The family looked at her in amazement, but she felt happy. A few days later, her mother-in-law was worried about her condition. She gave her a book on postnatal antidepressants. In between, she reminded her,
"You would look so pretty with long hair. You should grow it out." Richie likes his girls with long, beautiful hair.
In this house, Henry is even limited in her appearance, is restricted by someone. The first thing she reads when she opens the book is, "Forcing yourself to try new things." After reading this sentence, Hunter, like a man possessed, grabbed the glass beads from the box and swallowed them hard. Little did she know that this action would give her. She had never felt such a pleasure before. She was very happy all day long. From that day onwards, she ate everything but food. She stuffed everything into her mouth, even the pins. Hunter's belly grew bigger and bigger, but she didn't give up her omnivorous diet because the pain of swallowing, the pleasure afterwards. It was the pleasure that made her feel like a living being. The nails did cut her body, but she had to pretend she was fine in front of her husband. Clean up the blood before he finds out. Hunter's day seemed to brighten up. She just ate a little every day and put it away. Then she waited for her husband to come home. Soon the table was full of her trophies, until the day her husband took her for a pregnancy test. Hunter's secret was out.